mean the curse is real. Hi, this is Cass from Aussie Cass Plays, and welcome back to the Priest Generation of my Medieval Legacy Challenge. So I realised when I was editing the previous video that I was thinking about the next gen wrong, because in my mind I was like, Gabriel's kid has to marry someone who's in the royal family. No, Gabriel's kid has to be born into it. So Gabriel has to marry someone who's in the royal family. I was thinking about Jacob's kid when I said that, which was Gabriel, and then I said Gabriel. So I was a little bit confused. As a result of that, I decided, because Princess Emily is a teen already, I thought she was a bit old for Gabriel. So we have a new princess. Hooray! She's a child. I used genetics to create her, but this is Princess Amy Windenburg. Amy spelled kind of like the French way, A-I-M-E-E. She will be Gabriel's future wife. He has not met her yet. She was obviously out of town. Perhaps she was staying at the Goths. I don't know. Her mum is a Goth by birth. She's a Goth / Pleasant, I think. I think that's where the red hair comes from. I thought, because these two were part of a set of triplets, which they got naturally. I didn't cheat that. I would not have chosen triplets because it makes things a lot more complicated in terms of inheritances, because it means that I have to kill a bunch of Sims, because obviously we need Amy to be the last surviving member of the royal family with children in order for Gabriel's child to become the king. So don't get too attached to Gregory or Emily is what I'm telling you, and that is why Princess Coral has already passed away. Emily's got school. All right, I'm gonna switch houses because I need to get my own kids to school. I will see you guys there. All right, you guys, it is little Coraline's birthday today, which is very exciting. I'm excited to not have any toddlers in the house because, you know, ain't nobody got time for that. I'm also really excited to see what she looks like when she gets a bit older. She's just going potty at the moment. I'm probably going to have, I guess I can make the cake and wait. So I'm just getting everyone ready for school. The kids, Gabriel's supposedly eating, but not. Dude, you gotta eat that before you go to school, please. I don't trust you guys not to die. And oh my God. No, Bartholomew, no. Go out here and wait. I've had to stop him in the hour in game I've been playing in this file. I've had to stop him twice from making a mess. He is my devil child. So I'm gonna have Anaya make a cake. We have got 5s and everything. I think not counting potty. We've got gold and everything, I guess. The consensus for those of you who left comments, and thank you so much to those who did, was that it's probably a good thing for Mira to branch out. So I think I'm going to have her move out. I'll probably do it at the end of this part, because what I want to do is I'm going to copy this room into the other house, move all the furniture in, and then this room will just be empty, because I like, other than the fireplace obviously, I like the idea of her taking her stuff with her. This is meant to be like a study opportunity, and it makes sense to me that she'd bring her things with her. Oh, look at this little guy taking out the trash. He's got everything he needs for his promotion, but we're definitely not getting that today. My guess is probably by the next part. So he's level 8. So we need 2 more promotions. The mail's been delivered. Was it bills? It was bills. Boo. Mira, can I get you to come out here and pay the bills? And then actually, why don't you make the cake? Hopefully we have the ingredients for a cake. Let's find out. Simple living is not my friend. By the looks of things, we are missing eggs. We have no eggs. I guess I'm getting a grocery order. All right, I'm going to get this all sorted out. We'll make a cake. And then I think when Jacob gets home, we will age up little Coraline. Okay, toddlers are almost the bane of my existence. Babies are worse. But she's pretty cute. Have to admit. And I'm very excited for us to have a little brown-haired girl, because we had all the blondies. Oh, by the way, I figured you guys would be excited that Princess Amy did end up with red hair. I'm not saying I deliberately chose to marry a redhead into the royal family for you guys, but it may not have crossed my mind. We may end up ultimately with a redhead king in the future, or at least siblings of the king, you know. I don't know how that's going to work. I guess they would be princesses and princes, because it'll be the princess who will end up being the princess royal, because the other princess is going to die. Sorry, spoilers. She has to. Or remain unwed. She could go to a nunnery or something, take up orders, I suppose. I don't have to kill Princess Emily. I could send her off to the church. Seems like an unlikely use for a princess, though. I feel like that's not a thing. Maybe it's a thing. I don't know. Maybe if she feels the calling strongly enough. Maybe she could run the church after Jacob. I don't think that's going to happen somehow. She's like, I'm out of here. Peace. Keep that dream alive, Anaya. She's like, I don't want to let go of my toddler. All right, Jacob's come home. Let's see how he did. I'm just going to get him to go to the toilet. We'll have a quick look. He got almost halfway through good. I still think it's going to take 2 more days. I feel like he's going to cap out around here tomorrow, which is unfortunate. But, you know, we're getting close. We're getting close. This is all we're actually waiting on. I kind of want everyone to come in here to witness the aging up of our littlest girlie. And then I get to put a... Oh, where am I going to fit her bed? Actually, I could put it here and then put this here. And obviously we won't need that anymore. I was going to get Jacob to help Coraline blow out the candles, but for some reason he can't. Anaya can. Stop it. I know you're tired. Come back here. Anaya's got the option to help blow out candles, but for some reason Jacob does not. It's very strange. I don't really understand. She's so tired. It's fine. You can go to bed in a sec. Boys, can you... Please? Boys? No, you will not. That's like the 4th time, I think. Ah, no, I moused up. Ah, no, I pressed the wrong button. I was trying to put the walls up and I went upstairs. I used to have a theory when I did 100 Baby Challenge that if I missed them blowing out the candles, they'd grow up to be evil. Didn't always happen. I think it happened like once or twice out of the 100 that they got a negative trait, like evil or mean or whatever. If I randomly generate a bad trait for her, we know why. The 100 Baby Challenge curse is back. I'm just filling time right now because the thing's not happening. There we go. I found that's been really slow lately. I don't know why. What did she get? Mean. The curse is real. But do I keep it is the thing. I haven't seen her do a single mean thing. Bartholomew's picked on her a bit because after the last part, when she went and woke him up, I had him tell her to go away, which is a mean interaction. But I don't see her being mean as a result of that. So while the curse is real, I'm gonna go to self-assured. I think creativity. I don't think any of these kids have got creativity. Let's do that. Bartholomew, don't do it. Let's have a quick look at her. Gosh, she's got quite strong cheekbones, doesn't she? I think that's from her mum. Really cute though. All right, let's give her a makeover. I have actually, you may have noticed, it's been a little bit, the game's been running a bit more smoothly recently. Even in Medieval, I had another tinker with my graphic settings, which... Changing the render distance didn't help much. In fact, I think I've actually put the render distance back to normal. I played with some of the other settings and it seems to have helped, which is great because I'd prefer a game that's slightly less pretty to look at but functions. Hopefully you guys feel the same. Obviously I would prefer it was prettier, but that's fine. All right, let's have a look at this little girl. Yeah, she's definitely got that kind of longer face that her mum has, like the Ward kind of face. Very straight nose. Straightest nose I've ever seen in my life. That's her dad's, actually. It's not the straightest nose I've ever seen. All right, you guys, this is little Caroline Whitlock. Soon to be, well, I guess, will she be a lady? I don't know. Because I've been a bit fuzzy around the titles, like Knight, Lord, Princess, King, Queen. Like, that's it. I haven't got Earls and Dukes and stuff. She would definitely have a title of some kind. I just don't know what it would be, because her brother's ultimately going to end up being a lord. But I think she's a cute little bean. I put a few different skin details on her because I think one of the reasons her face shape was striking me so much is the lack of kind of contour. Do you know what I mean? And it's a Sims thing, obviously. Sims needs skin details to make it realistic in any way. So I think she's actually really pretty. Her eyes are gorgeous. I've kind of leaned into the green a little bit because that was her coloring. So you'll see I've gone with a lot of green, not totally green, but a lot. That's her athletic wear. I'm not honestly sure we'll ever see it. I struggle. Athletic wear and swimwear are the two hardest for this challenge. So that's her sleepwear. You'll probably see that a lot. And I've also leaned into long sleeves because it is obviously winter. And I think by the time summer arrives, she'll be a teen because I've got 2 week seasons. So I did give her a swimwear outfit, but there's no pools. I've banned pools in this entire save. And this one, it was actually quite tricky to choose because I did Princess Amy's makeover right before I started recording and trying to find clothes that were like slightly below the princess level. The princess is mostly in purple, a royal colour obviously, so a lot of the royal family is in purple, which is unfortunate because she has red hair and doesn't always go great, like your lavenders with bright red hair. I personally don't think it looks fantastic, but you know, anyway, it's fine. So that's little Coraline. I've also set up her likes and dislikes. Because she's creative, I've given her lots of musical activity interests. We don't have a piano, a pipe organ, or a violin, but I was thinking, what's a church church without a pipe organ, am I right? We haven't had a sim play the pipe organ since Oliver. Maybe she plays music for her dad when he's doing sermons. So here's little Coraline in game. She's very, very sleepy. I've just queued for her to go play the pipe organ, not because I necessarily want her playing the pipe organ right now, more because I wanted to make sure it was usable, because I didn't really build in space for a pipe organ in the main church. I've popped it here. In theory, I think they should be able to pass through this gap. They can. That's amazing. She's so happy though. Mira, on the other hand, apparently not enjoying the music. Be more respectful of your niece. She's trying, okay? So it's the middle of the night and Gerard's come past. I guess he's lonely, or maybe he's not adapting to having Merch and Merle under his roof. He's still the senior male household member, if that makes sense. But he's got other competing interests now, like his daughter's husband and stuff. So maybe that's why, I'm not sure. But he's letting Mira know, because the others are all in bed, he's letting Mira know that Olive is in fact pregnant. So yay, we should have a little baby next time around. Mira is in turn telling her adoptive father that she's moving to the country to live with a man out of wedlock. I'm going to have her do something he wouldn't necessarily approve of. I'm going to say fake bad news, just because I want it to be something he could react to either way. Now, Gerard is a good sim. Oh, she just won't do it. She's like, I don't want to tell him. He's a good sim, so he probably isn't going to like it. Is he okay? You alright, bud? Look, they didn't get a positive or a negative relationship out of that. He felt the need to check his phone. So I assume he's ambivalent. Hooray! He's basically having the same conversation with Mira that Jacob already did around, are you sure of this man's intentions and all that kind of thing. Ultimately, he gave care of Mira into Jacob's hands when she moved out. She's convincing him, hey, look, I think it's fine. Whether he totally believes it, I don't know. By the way, invite to stay the night I've got set as a friendly interaction, if you're wondering why that's there. In theory, they can romance one another. That's horrifying. I was going to say, in theory, he adopted her, so they shouldn't be able to. It's a little horrifying. It's fine. Turns out Coraline has school today, which I thought was a little harsh. I frantically got her doing her homework because her needs were kind of trash when she woke up, so she's quickly doing it now. Also, where did her top-notch toddler trait go? They still got theirs. Why is it gone? Okay, so it added it on, but then it removed it again. That makes no sense. I'm gonna have to cheat that one on. All right, I fixed it. I don't know why they're disappearing, but I figure if I put all that work in, I'm 100% cheating those traits back on. Go away, Dalton. He's back again. Foxes, honestly. Oh, by the way, the book that I had Jacob write most recently, The Lion, the Lich, and the Wardrobe. It's a children's tale where the vampire is the bad guy. And Mira is writing a gourmet cooking skill book. I mean, I've started them all. Mira's Guide to... It's not a pun, it's at least alliteration. Mira's Guide to Fancy Foods. So Mira has a fear of unfulfilled dreams. She feels unfulfilled and dissatisfied with how life is going. So I've just had her do one of her wants and I'm attempting to get her to discuss her fears. Maybe she's got a fear of like whether moving to the water state is actually an issue, like whether it's going to cause problems and stuff. Could you please talk to your sister-in-law? She's feeling scared. It's a big deal. The coach comes this evening. She spent all day packing up her room. So yes, Mira's like, look, am I making a mistake? Like Jacob and Dad keep trying to talk me out of it. Anaya, I think, has a little bit of kind of self-interest in that maybe she's kind of wanting to be the undisputed lady of the house a little bit. Her and Mira get on great. They have positive sentiments to each other. Like, I've got the option to make them BFFs. I don't think there's resentment here, but I think Anaya can kind of see an upside for herself. And so she's saying, honestly, that, you know, her brother is a good guy and don't stress about it. And Mira's saying, what about your mother? And Anaya is very diplomatically saying, my mother is someone who, as long as you let her think things are her idea, you can get her to do things for you. So she's planted that idea in Mira's head of like, you know, ways to work around Judith. And she's also, oh look, Jacob's home. She's also telling Mira that she's welcome to come back if it doesn't work out, which Jacob's heard her say, and I think he's probably really proud of his wife for that, because he obviously knows. Yeah, he knows his wife is keen to kind of have the house more to themselves. I mean, it's a church, so it's a public building in a way. He's like saying, hey, look, I'm really proud of you for that. And she's like, that's okay. I mean, I don't want Mira to be worried. My brother is genuinely a good person. So I'm going to have these guys end with a woohoo. In the next part, we will be minus Mira. I'm going to move her across once I finish recording this, like I said. Hopefully you've liked this part. Hopefully you like Coraline's makeover. Bartholomew has at least twice more than I've shown you guys attempted to spill paint everywhere. So I'm deeply concerned about his moral compass. He's doing it right now. In the church, no less. So that's great. My dude, seriously. He's done that and then he's like, oh, I'm going to get in trouble. So I'm going to have him clean it up. I'm going to end this one here. If you've enjoyed, please like and subscribe. You know the drill. Don't forget to wash your hands and I will catch you next time. There's a fox in the church. Thanks for watching.